There was a girl, call her Animal X. 22, 24, 25. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. She comes from the city where there is light and air, where you can watch television, and you can go to the movies and read books just for the joy of it. And she went out walking. She's drawn along by a kind of humming, a kind of praying, a kind of prayer. And she winds up down on the waterfront, out on the boondocks. Out on the boondocks. And at the gates she meets a boy, Animal Y. 22, 24, it's hard to tell, it's hard to tell. I mean, I never really can tell. But he wasn't her type. He was a different kind. But they were built for each other. Bit by bit, and piece by piece, they were built for each other. By some cosmic hand, just for the joy of it. Down in the boondocks. Down on the waterfront. And he calls out something in a language she doesn't understand. And he calls out something in a language she doesn't understand. And she put her hand on his stomach just for the joy of it. But his stomach was where his head was. And she put her hand on his head just for the joy of it. But his head was where his feet were. And she put her hand on his heart, right there on his heart, just for the joy of it. But his heart was lying down on the road. And Animal X says to Animal Y, they can build their gods way up high. They can build their gods, but they don't own the sky. Says Animal X to Animal Y, they can build their gods way up high, and I'll lay right down beside you, be a bride of Frankenstein. He was a head with no heart, he was an arm with no hand, he was a leg with no feet. He was a head with no heart. She was a head with no heart. She was an arm with no hand. She was a leg with no feet. She was a head with no heart. Yeah. 501s, 511s, 603s. It's hard to tell, it's hard to tell. Yeah, but she sure looked good going down the waterfront. Yeah, she sure looked good going down the boondocks.